Gambia. Joining my Ikra, welcome to Gambia. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إنا أعطيناك الكوثر فصل لربك وانحر إن شانئك هو الأبتر.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah to all my Muslim brothers and sisters, and peace, peace, peace to all my friends and followers. What's going on? It's your brother Abdullah. We coming to you live from that beautiful continent of Africa, that wonderful smiling coast of the Gambia. We here. We have arrived. So as I told you in my last video, you know, we back. We here, man. We had a little recap. I had a little recap for you the last video, telling you what's going on. And, you know, I don't really want to ponder on that. I want to move forward. There's a lot of stuff going on. I want to move forward, let you guys know what we're doing. As you can see, I got two mannequins on the side of me with some nice clothes on. You know what I mean? Like I told you in the last video, we have started one of our first projects, which is African Sunnah clothing, and these are some of the dresses that we've already made. We have a lot more that we've made. Inshallah, we have a lot more that we're gonna make. So yeah, this is what we're starting to do. We got everything up and going. I'm right outside of the shop right now. One day, probably soon, I'll give you guys a tour of the shop, let you see these guys working. The power is out right now, so they not working right now, they relaxing. But, you know, on another day, I'm gonna catch it so you guys can see what's going on. But, what's going on? So, we're here. I wanna touch bases on a couple of things for my audience. One of the things is, you know, the beauty, one of the things that I wanna do, one of my intentions, one of my biggest goals when it comes to being in Africa, when it comes to being in Gambia, is to give back. And I don't mean give back to the Gambians or to the Africans, because in my estimation, you know, they have a lot. They might not have a lot of money, but they have a lot of other things that, you know, we in the West don't have. But me personally, when I say give back, I mean giving back to my people in the West, to, you know, to African Americans, to African American Muslims, to Muslims in general, period. You know, it's a lot of people in the West that we don't understand that that's not our only option. It's to stay in America and to go through what we go through there. On average, you have 40,000 murders a year. They say it's 4 black women that get murdered every single day on average. 4 or more black women that get murdered every single day in America. And, you know, this is not a place that's, to me, in my own estimation, I can only speak for me. The name of my channel is My Journey, My Hijrah. So in my journey, in my estimation, this is just not, it's not conducive to raise your family in a society that is that prone on violence. America has so many issues. You got gun violence, you have rampant drug problems, rampant racism, gang violence. You got so many issues going on in America. Homosexuality, where you can't even speak out against it. You say anything about a homosexual in America, you lose your job. You might, all types of stuff. You get blacklisted. You know, so, and a lot of people, they don't want their children to be subjected to this stuff, but they don't know what to do. They don't want their children subjected to gang violence. They don't want their children subjected to police violence. They don't want their children subjected to drugs. They don't want their children subjected to homosexuality. They don't want their children subjected to the wide array and gamut of these things that are going on in America. But the problem is they don't know that it's an option. Well, in walks your brother Abdullah. I'm here to tell you that it's a tremendous option. If you want to get out of America and you're tired of what's going on and you're fed up and you had enough and you're scared and you're losing children and you're losing family members and you're losing friends, or you're just tired of people who are losing these things, or you're tired of the racism, or you're a male who's scared to be in your car because you're scared the police is going to pull you over and you wonder whether you're going to make it home, or you're a person that's a Muslim and you just want to get closer and be more in an environment that's conducive to your religion, then look into a lot of African countries. And one of those countries where I'm at right now is the smiling coast of the Gambia. Come enjoy yourself. This is a Muslim country, it's 95% Muslim. You don't hear no guns shooting off here, don't nobody have guns. Ain't no drug selling on every corner, it's none of that stuff going on. You don't have to be scared, there's no racism. You don't gotta be worried as a black man or a black woman that you're gonna get pulled over by the police and you might not make it home if you get pulled over. You're scared of that narrative, or scared to drive in certain neighborhoods because of that narrative. In the smiling coast of Gambia, you black, the whole entire country is for you, whether it be the richest part of the countries or the poorest part of the countries, or the part that's in between. The wealthiest suburbs in the Gambia, guess what? Everybody there is black, period. You might have a little bit of white people there, maybe some Arabs there, something like that, our brothers from amongst the Muslims, the Arabs, but the majority of the people in this country are black, so you would never be looked at for being in the suburbs and being black as a target or anything like that. So this is something that I really want us to start to ponder. I want us to look into, because our children are important. Our children are essential. And we're losing too many of them. Our peace of mind is essential. Quality of life is essential. A lot of people, when they talk about America, the only thing they can mention is the money. Money, 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 money. America got the money. But how much is money even worth? If you lose your kids to prison for years on end, if not the rest of their lives, or you lose your kids to gun violence or drug addiction, or even just evil behavior, homosexuality, lying, sex outside of marriage, a lot of conservative issues. If we're losing our children to these narratives, then how much money can pay for that? How much money can pay for you burying your child? How much is that worth? I bet you it's not no amount of money in the world you wouldn't give up or give back for those people who lost children to go get your child back. And so, in the Gambia, you don't have to worry about that. You have safety. You might not have all the money. People in the Gambia don't have all the money, but they got safety. You don't have to walk through the Gambia wondering if somebody gonna come shoot up the neighborhood and kill. In Chicago, a month or two ago, 72 or 78 people got shot in 48 hours. I think 12 of them died. Then the next weekend or the following weekend, 12 or 16 people got shot. 4 of them died. You know that's a narrative. And just to think the colossal amount of those people that were innocent, that had nothing to do with anything, just going about their business. And you know, these are the narratives that we have to wake up to, and we got to change these narratives. For those people who don't know that it's an option, and for those people who say in America, you know, you got some of my people that say, well, I moved from this state to that state. I moved from this region to that region. Listen, America is America is America. Period, point blank. It don't matter what state you move from. It don't matter what region you move to. America is America. You're going to move from one problem to another one of its problems. Maybe you leave an area that's drug infested. to go into an area that's racist as ever. Maybe you leave an area that's racist to go into an area that's drug infested or a homosexual community, and you can't do nothing about it. And you know, it's really more amazing when you talk about the black people in America, because to my black people in America, though you live in a country that's extremely wealthy, you and I both know you do not partake in that wealth. You really have nothing to do with that wealth. Majority of African Americans in America are extremely poor. At the bottom of the barrel, it's a lot of people right in this country of Gambia, right in Africa, a lot. And I don't say that word lightly. There's a lot of people in this country that are extremely more well off than a lot of people in America. There's a lot of people in this country that are, as they say, all the way up. Facts. It's a lot of people in this country that are doing tremendously wonderful, whereas you can't get a leg up in America. They not letting you get nothing. When you come here, there's no ceiling stopping you because you black, because your hair is like this kind of texture, or you growing a beard, or you got, you know, any of this kind of stuff. None of these narratives have anything to do with it. In the Gambia and in Africa, what matters is how hard you're willing to work, how much energy and effort you're willing to put forth. And if you put it forth and you put your faith in God, you put your faith in Allah, then you're going to win, period. In America, oftentimes, you have a concerted effort of opposition against you. And we know wherever you go, you know, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He is, you know, He can make a way. Facts. We understand that. But that doesn't take away from other factors in these situations where Allah lets you go through tests because of decisions we're making, like staying in these lands, though you know you're being oppressed. And if you don't know you're being oppressed, I'm here to help tell you. You're being oppressed. Facts. If you're a mother and a father and your son, he goes out, or your daughter goes out, and you can't go to sleep at night out of fear for whether they're going to make it home safe that night, then you're being oppressed. Period. In the Gambia, the children in Gambia, they play outside everywhere in this country. Everywhere I go, children are outside running, having fun. I mean, in the hundreds, thousands. If I turn my camera right now, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 children just walking, no adult with them, in safety, because they don't have those worries. Assalamu alaikum. They don't have those worries that we have in America. Their parents don't have those worries. Their parents can send their children out and feel comfortable that they're gonna come back home. You can't do that in America. You don't. You can't. You at the least, it's gonna carry a worry. You might let them go out, but you and I both know you're worried. That's a situation that you don't have in Gambia and a lot of countries in Africa. And for all those people who say, oh, Africa is violent, Africa is this, you got to do your research. That's a lie. Parts of Africa is violent. But Africa has 54 different countries. Africa is not just one country. Africa is not just one country. Africa has, for people who say, some people say, oh, everybody in Africa, their ribs are sucked in and there's flies in their eyes and they live in a tree hut somewhere and they might have a dart that's going to poke you in the neck or some. Come on, man. These are weird, tremendous, weirdo stories, man. You have to come see for yourself. Research for yourself. Definitely us black people. Because if you could spend all your money vacationing in Puerto Rico where they don't care about your money, in Mexico where they don't care about your money, in Miami where they don't care about your money, in Vegas where they don't care about your money, if you could, that money will never come back to your community ever. If you could spend all that money there, why don't you spend that money to come, wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah, You see, I'm giving you a video, the children are walking by, they give me the salams. You see the difference? See the difference? You see the respect? You don't have that in America. A little kid might tell you a curse word, F you, screw the, come on, man. But like I was saying, if you're gonna go spend all that vacation money with some people who don't care, why don't you take some of that money, come on over to Africa, come on over to Gambia, enjoy yourself, enjoy the beautiful beaches, and know that when you spend money here, that money is gonna go into the Gambia to support a Gambian family or a Gambian corporation, a Gambian company, or families, plural, whoever, all the people who might work for that company, wherever you going, and that money that you put in, injecting into their economy. We can't keep talking about a situation that we're not willing to help be better. Let's do better. Boom. That's what I got for today. You know where to follow us at. My Journey, My Hijra. You know we here. Let that be clear again. Hear that again. My Journey, My Hijra. Come follow us. Hit that subscribe button. Link up. Hit that like. Share that with your friends and family. You know, and let's make a concerted effort as a community to win. This is your brother Abdullah. We are here in the wonderful, beautiful continent of Africa, in the beautiful, beautiful, most beautiful smiling coast of the Gambia. We are enjoying ourselves. Do you see this beautiful skin that's going down? This vitamin D is real. Come on over to Africa, man. Come on over to Gambia. Enjoy yourself. It's your brother Abdullah. We having fun. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.